spent on. First, get the total of what you have spent on. What have you spent on? Here we can get the 500 added to 1,000 to 100, such that we get here 0. Also we get here 0. Also we get here 1 plus 5, we get 6. Now this is the money you have used to buy pawpaw and the mangoes. Now this is what goes to Aiden. Aiden now said that we can subtract. So for us to get the change, Asaba's change now will be, here you now say change. You can now say change. This is what we have already learned. So you can now say change. Now our change now, what money did you go with? How much money did you go with? Apollo, how much money did we go with?
We went with 600 shillings.
Yes, we have used 600 shillings, but how much money do we have to buy those items? At first, we are having what? This is what they have said, 1,000 shilling notes. Yes, so here you have gone with 1,000 shilling. So you put here your 1,000 shilling. This is, yes, this 1,000. So you take away the 600 that you have spent. So that is the buying and selling involving subtraction that we learned last time. So here you take away. Now, how much is your change? Change is that money you get after you have paid what you have bought. So now here I remain with 0 minus 0. I get here 0. Then here I have 0 minus 0. I get here 0. Apollo. Here we have, yes, 0 minus 6. 0 minus 6. Is it possible?
Not possible.
What do we do?
Borrow.
We borrow, we regroup here. We can borrow 1 from here. It remains 0. So this one become 10. So 10 minus 6, Apollo, what do we remain with?
4.
We remain with the 4. So what is your balance now? What is your change after buying the 2 items?
400 shillings.
400 shillings. So
400
how many?
Shillings.
So that is how you are supposed to do that number. Now, this is buying and selling involving subtraction that we talked about. Now that was our number 1. Now we have number 2 is also there. We have number 2 is also there. Let me wrap the first one that we have done. So we have number 2 is there. Now number 2, I want also somebody to read, and maybe we may stop in number 2. Then now we go back to what we are going to learn today. Yes, Kanan Kario, can you read for us number 2, Kanan? Kanan, can go ahead. Kanan, are you able to read? Okay, Kanan, we can't hear you. Oh, your audio, sorry. Your audio. Okay, Kanan can't hear us. We can't hear him because of the, okay. You have connected your audio. Kanan, now you can talk. Sorry, the audio is disturbing him. Sorry. Let me get someone else. Angulo, can you read for us number 2 and explain how you have done it?
Angola has 10,000 shillings.
No, number 2. That's number 3. Read number 2. Number 2 is up on top of that, Angola.
Kalema had a 5,000 shilling note and bought Irish potatoes at 2,500. How much did he remain with?
Okay. How did you get the balance? How much did he remain with? That is the money that he has remained with after spending, after buying Irish potatoes. So how did you get your answer?
I subtracted 5,000 from 2,500.
Yes, to get what you have remained with. So this is what we talked about, buying and selling involving subtraction. So you can see you have bought Irish potatoes, but to get the change, to get the balance, the money you remained with, you can just say here, the money you add at first. So you add 5,000 shilling. So you write there 5,000 shilling. What I encourage you, if you're talking about money, you should write that shilling there. Take away, here we are taking away what we have used. We have used the 2,500. Okay, we have used 2,500 shilling. Okay, Angulo, I'm still coming back to you because you are the one who subtracted this. So you are going to take us through. I was just helping you to write. So Angulo, can you come back and tell us how you subtracted now 5,000 minus 200? Minus 2,500. So we begin subtracting from which side?
From the right hand side.
Right hand side, the place value of ones. Okay, begin.
0 minus 0 is 0.
Okay.
0 minus 0 is 0.
Okay.
5 minus 0 is impossible.
Is it 5 minus 0? It is 0 minus 5. It is 0 minus 5. Yes.
It's impossible. We can borrow 1 from 5 and we cross 5, we put 4 on top and we put 1 near 0. Then it becomes 10. Then 10 minus 5, we get 5. 4 minus 2, we get 2. And our answer is 2,500 shillings.
Very good. Very good. So that is the money. So you can conclude by saying, he remained with, you can conclude by saying he remained with 2,500 shilling. So members, this is what we have already looked at. We were just trying to go through. So for those of you who have not done for those of you who have not finished, please make sure you finish this work. It is just only now other 3 numbers that you are going to do, but that's how you are going to be doing. So if you have bought more than one item, you first add the total amount of money you have used. Then after you subtract from what you have got. So thank you very much, Angulo, for that participation. So I think now this gives us a go ahead. We can now go ahead and look at what we are going to learn today. So today we are going to look at buying and selling involving multiplication. That is what we are going to learn today. Buying and selling involving multiplication. That is what we are going to look at today. So it is going to be very interesting for us. Very interesting for us. Now we need to understand the other time in the lesson we looked at last time, we were subtracting. Whatever we have spent, we subtract from what we had before. So today we are going to look at buying and selling involving multiplication. So members, I hope you are hearing me properly. Peter, are you getting me properly? Peter? Angel? Are you able to hear me properly? Okay, thank you. Thank you. So let me go ahead and explain. What we are going to learn today. So members, in this lesson, you are going to find that you are going to buy something. For example, if you go to buy like a pen, then you go to the shop, they will tell you 1 pen is 500 shilling. In this lesson, we are going to multiply per item by the number of items we have bought. So the number of items here, we refer it to quantity. So let's see how the steps, how we are going to follow these steps. Step number 1, which is our main step. Step number 1, which is our main step. I want Angel to read for us step number 1. Angel, can you read?
Multiply the price of one item by the number of items given.
Very good. Multiply, thank you. Multiply the price of one item by the number of items given. Now, here it is, here what you need to understand is that I have tried to simplify it. In other words, one item here refers to the unit cost. For example, I have said, if you go to buy, if you go to the shop to go and buy, you're going to realize that they will maybe tell you that members, 1 pen, this is what they can tell you. This is what the point is trying to say. So they can say 1 pen cost, 1 pen cost, they can say 1 pen cost shilling, say 1 pen cost shilling 500. Are you seeing this? 1 pen cost shilling 500. Then they asked you, what is the cost of, what is the cost of 4 pence at the same rate? At the same rate, I mean, each pen is 500 shilling. Now, this is where we are saying, now the price of one item is this, that one item, that is a pen is 500 shilling. So how about if I want 4 pens? So you multiply 500 shilling by 4. So 4 here becomes the quantity that you want to buy. 4 here becomes the number of items that you want to buy. So that is what they are saying. So you multiply 4 times 500 to get the total cost. To get the total cost. So when you multiply, that becomes, the product becomes your answer. So that is what the point is trying to tell us. And so let's go to the next point and see what are they telling us. Here is the next point. Yes. McKenna, can you read the next point?
The product obtained is the total price of all the items bought.
Yeah, the word is obtained. Can you say the product obtained is the total price of all the items bought?
The product obtained is the total price of all the items bought.
Thank you. So when you multiply, for example, I brought the example of a pen. 1 pen is 500 shilling. So if I multiply 500 times 4, so the product is the answer you get after multiplying. The results of multiplication is what we are calling the product. The results of multiplication. The answer that you get after multiplying numbers. So if I multiply 4 times 500 shilling, the answer that I'm going to get is what we are calling it the product. So that product you're going to get is the total amount of money you will pay for 4 pens. You will pay for 3 pens. You will pay for 2 pens. So whatever quantity they have asked, that is what the point is trying to tell us. So members, I want to go very slow because I want my learners to understand. So let's go to our example number 1. What are they telling us in number 1? This is example number 1. So I'm going to ask a child to read. Orach, you can get ready to read number 1. Orach, you can get ready. Orach, can you read number 1?
The price of a bar of soap is shillings 2,200. How much do you pay for 5 bars of soap?
Yes, thank you. Now, I always encourage you to when you are reading it in words, my learners try to understand me here clearly. when you are reading it in words, try to bring the word shillings after saying the figures. For example, listen to how I'm going to read. The price of a bar of shop is 2,200 shillings. You get it? 2,200 shillings. But when you begin with the word shillings, it becomes very heavy for you. Shilling 2,200. So you can say the price of a bar of shop is 2,200 shillings. Can everybody read and stop there? Everybody read. Okay, I can't hear you. Please read. Please read. Yes, the price of a bar of shop is 2,200 shilling. How much do you pay for 5 bars of shop? So the number of items that we are having here, in fact, here they are talking about only one item, only that you are going to buy more than one. So now they have told you the price of 1 bar. Now you need the price of more than 1 bar. You have gone, they have sent you to go and buy 5 bars. Members, this is something which is done practically at home. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to buy. You should be able to sell. Because some of you are having shops, you are selling. Some of you are selling in the supermarket. So you should be able to know that, oh, if 1 bar is 2,200 shillings, how much will one pay for 5 bars? So you multiply it quickly. You multiply 2,200 times 5 quickly. And you will be able to tell someone that, oh, pay this amount of money, pay this amount of money. So that is basically what we are trying to say. So how do we do this number? As mathematician, let's try to show our working. Let's try to tell someone, let's try to tell someone like this. We are going to tell somebody that now 1 bar of shop costs 2,200 shillings. That is what we are going to say. Now, how about 5 bars? Then we shall say 5 bars cost 2,200 shillings times 5. So this is where now you are going to multiply. This is where our multiplication comes. So you can go on your side work. You can go on your side work and multiply properly. Try to arrange here your 2,000. Try to arrange here your 2,200. Try to arrange here your 2,200 properly times 5. Are you getting that? Try to arrange here your 2,200 times 5 like this. So let me ask Deborah to help me. Is it Aine? The name has not come fully. Deborah, can you help me and we multiply? Deborah, can you help me? We come up with the price. Deborah, please. Okay, we begin multiplying. Let's multiply together so that people know how we are going to get that answer that you want to say. So you multiply. Yes.
0 times 5, it is a 0.
Begin with this 5, then multiply by what the numbers up.
5 times 0, it is 0. Then 5 times 0 equals 0. 5 times 2 equals 10.
Okay, 10, what do I write first?
You write it down,
Then
put your 0 and carry 1 to the next place value.
Okay.
Then 5 times 2 equals 10 plus 1. 5 times 2 equals 10 plus 1.
What
the
do we
answer
get?
is 11. So the answer is 11,000 shillings.
Okay, thank you so much, Deborah. So that is how you multiply so that you are able to pay 11,000 shillings. So here we are multiplying 2,200 times 5. So 5, we have got 11,000 shilling for the 5 bars of shop. You can conclude after that. You can say 5 bars of shop cost 11,000 shilling. Yes. Yes, Gina, Chirabo, how much now is 5 bars of shop?
5 bars of soap cost 11,000 shillings.
Repeat. It is 11,000 shilling. Can you say 11,000 shilling?
11,000 shillings.
Very good. Very good. So that is how you can see. Now you have bought your 5 bars. Here we have involved multiplication in finding our total amount of money for all the 5 bars that we have got. So that is what we are going to be doing. Now let's go and see our next example. Let's go and see. Remember, our subheading is buying and selling involving multiplication. So here we are going to be multiplying the price of one item by the quantity that you are buying. Multiplying the price of one item by the quantity that you are buying. So let's go to number 2. But learners, before we go to number 2, have you understood number 1 properly? Ben Carson, have you understood? Have you understood example number 1?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, let me ask again, Alit, Sarah. Alit, Sarah, do you have any question for number 1 before we go ahead? Alit, Sarah, can you unmute and talk to us? Oh, Sarah, unmute. Oh, Sarah, sorry. Okay, how about Nokia? Yes, thank you. Okay, so I think
understood the beginning part.
you have not
first
understood which
part.
part? Oh, Sarah, unmute. Sarah is saying has not understood the first part. The multiplication. Sarah, which one have you not understood? Before we go to the second number, I want us to be very sure that we are going to the second number when we have understood this one. Sarah? Okay, so I think the second number is going to answer your question now. When we go to the second number, we are going to answer your question now. Okay. Okay, this is our example number 2. Okay, this is our example number 2. Let me try to pick some few people to read for us. Okay, let me pick some few people to read for us. Okay, let me try to pick some few of you to read for us. Okay, who are these few people? We have Bena. Yes, Bena, can you get ready and read? Bena, unmute and read. Bena.
Excuse
Okay.
me, teacher, I'm not seeing.
Okay, are you now seeing it?
Yes.
Okay, read it now.
The cost of 1 pen is shillings. Find the cost of 4 similar pens.
Again, can you read again for others to hear what you are reading?
The cost of 1 pen is shillings 300. Find the cost of 4 similar pens.
Very good. Can we also pick someone like Kiza to read? Kiza? Can you also read, Kiza? Prayan? Caesar, Prayan, please, can you read? Okay, let Peter also read. Peter, can you read?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
Peter, yes, you can read, my boy. Please, my boy, you read.
The cost of 1 pen is 300 shillings. Find the cost of 4 similar pens.
Very good, my boy Peter. Thank you. Now, so here you can hear they are saying 1 pen. You go to buy pen. All of you are ever buying because you are writing, you are doing the work. So that means you are ever buying. So if you go to buy and they tell you that, okay, you want pen? Say, yes, I want pen. Then they will tell you, okay, 1 pen is 300. How many pens do you want? Then they will ask you, oh, I need 4 pens. Now, how much will you pay for 4 pens? So how will you get the total amount of money for you to pay for 4 pens? Can we hear from some people? Tendai, how are we going to get the cost of 4 pens? Asa?
Yes, teacher.
Go ahead and explain to us
Yes,
how are you going to get the cost of 4 pens?
We are going to multiply 4 times
Okay. So I think the network is disturbing her, but he was on the right track. Can we hear from Melody? Melody, please. How are we going to get the cost of 4 pens? Melody? Melody, are you able to read? Are you able to unmute? Yes, by Sinza. Can you read? Yes, by Sinza, you are allowed to read. By Inza.
The cost of 1 pen is 300 shillings. Find the cost of 4 similar pens.
So can you explain to us how we're going to get the cost of 4 similar pens?
We shall say that 1 pen costs 300 shillings. 5 pens costs 300 shillings. Then after we shall multiply 300 times 4.
Very good. Thank you, Bainza. Thank you so much. May God bless you. I think you have explained it very well.
Yes, teacher.
Thank you. So he has been telling us that now we need to know that 1 pen costs 300 shillings. Now you come to the next step. After saying that 1 pen costs 300 shillings, come to the next step and say 4 pen costs 300 shillings times 4. This is where you can have your side work. You can have your side work because you are going to multiply 300 shilling times 4. So here we come here and say 300 shilling times 4. Then we multiply it vertically like that. You arrange your work in order. Then you multiply. So let me ask someone here to multiply for us, to help us multiply that one. I'm having a problem in multiplying, so I'm going to ask Deborah. Deborah, where are you? Deborah has disappeared. Yes, Deborah, is your network okay to multiply for us 300? Yes, Deborah? Bereket?
Yes.
Okay, can you multiply for us? You see what I've written on in red? I've said 300 times 4. So Deborah, can you look at the screen and see? Louder.
0 times 4. 0 times 4 is 0.
Okay.
0 times 4 is 0.
Okay.
3 times 4 is
12. So I write here 12, isn't it? Okay,
Yes.
and the unit is shillings.
Shillings.
So how much have you paid for 4 pens, Deborah?
1,200.
Very good. 1,200 shilling is what you have paid for 4 pens. Thank you. So that is how we are going to be, doing. So that is, here you can arrange your work. If you have 300 shilling times 400 to get the cost of 4 pence, you can arrange it vertically like the way we have demonstrated on our side work. Or you can even do it from here, that is 300 times 4. So what do we get? So here Deborah said 4 times 0, it's 0. Then 4 times 0 also it's 0. So any number you multiply by 0 gives you 0. So now we multiply 4 times 3 to get 12. So finally we shall get 1,200 shillings. So that means you are going to pay 1,200 shillings for 4 pence. Yes, Chosen, can you conclude for us?
The cost of 4 similar pens is shillings 1,200.
Very good. The cost of 4 similar pens is 1,200. Very good. Very good. Now, today I have put most of the work to be done by you because I want you to get used to this. You are ever buying. You are selling. I know some of you have bought this morning something. If I can ask Cleopatra. Cleopatra, what did you buy this morning? Cleopatra, what did you buy this morning? Chloe didn't buy anything. Okay, that is good. Now let's go to this one. This is where the learners are going to try now. This is our area now. The other one was for the teacher. Now this is for the learners. And today we have a lot of time to do the practice. Today we have a lot of time to do the practice. So this is our number. Now this is the first number I'm going to put. Can I ask Tendo to read? Esther Tendo, can you unmute? Esther Tendo? Esther Tendo, please. You know, some of you, I pick you, even if you have not put up your arms, I make sure I pick you, but as if Esther Tendo is not there. Okay, let me go to another person. Jeremiah, can you unmute? Jeremiah? Jeremiah is also there, quiet. My people who sit down here, whenever I pick them, they don't want to pick. They don't want to read. Let me go to Othieno. Othieno John Peter. Okay, those ones that I've picked, you can read.
Team sells each ruler at
Team sells
800
each
shillings.
ruler
What is
at
the cost of
800 shillings. What is the cost of 5
Such
rulers?
Can you read again?
Team sells each ruler at 800 shillings. What is the cost of 5 such rulers?
Yeah, I told you that is your work. Now that is your work. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Everybody, 2 minutes to answer that question. Okay, I'm seeing other people are busy answering the question, and I'm seeing other people are busy playing. You see, others are busy playing, others are busy answering the question. Okay, let me see those who are busy answering the questions and those who are busy playing. Okay, so once you answer the question, you put up your arms. Now, the problem, some of you make your hands to remain up there. You remain up there, putting up your arms. Then I don't know whether you were for the first answer or for this one. Okay, let's pick some few people. I think 2 minutes has passed.
Teacher, me.
Okay, 2 minutes has passed. Somebody say, teacher, me. Okay, you can go ahead and explain. Go ahead and explain.
One ruler costs 800.
The cost of 5 such rulers is 800 times 5 is 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 8 is 40.
Okay, conclude the answer.
The answer is 4,000 shillings.
The answer is 4,000 shillings. Is that Aiden?
No.
Who is that? Can't see your name here. That is Cleopatra. Right? Okay,
Yes.
Cleopatra, thank you. Because Aiden also was on. Okay, Cleopatra, thank you. You have got 4,000 shillings. That is from Cleopatra. Let's also hear from another person because people may have different answers. And then after we shall do together. Sazi Pius, please, can you come on and explain number one? How did you do number one? Sazi Pius? We are waiting for you, Sazi Pius. Okay, I think Sazi Pius has a problem of network. Sorry. Okay, you can go ahead, Sazi. Pius, my boy, you can go ahead. Sorry, Pius. Alice? Okay, I've talked of Alice. Please, Alice, can you unmute? Okay, where is Alice? Alice, where are you? Alice is there. Semi, Alice, can you unmute and explain? Alice? Alanyo, please. You want me to call all the names? Yes, Alanyo, Alice. Can you also do for us that number?
One ruler costs 800 shillings. 5 rulers.
Yes, Alice, we can hear you. Okay. Alice, I think let's give opportunity to Johab. Johab, please. Yes, Johab.
I've got 4,000 shillings.
Okay, how did you get 4,000 shillings?
I multiplied.
What did you multiply?
800 shillings times 500.
Okay, so that is from Johab, also has multiplied. So members, if you have been hearing your friend, I hope the answer is not different from what you have got, but we can do it here together. We can do it here together. So here they are trying to tell us each ruler. So each ruler here means, it means one ruler. You say, okay, one ruler. Here you are working out, members. Here you are answering the question. But if you go to the shop, just go and multiply direct. But once you are showing the working, you find this question somewhere and they're asking you to find the cost of 5 rulers. You make sure you show you are working by telling them that in the question, they are saying one ruler costs. This is what you are supposed to say. They are saying one ruler costs shilling 800. 800. Then now you come and say, now they're asking me, how about 5 rulers? How about 5 rulers? Then you say 5 rulers cost, 5 rulers cost shilling. You can talk of 800 times 5. So here you can go to your side work because you are multiplying. I've written it horizontally. You can come to your side work and say, now I have here 800 shilling. This is what you should be doing. I have here 800 shilling. Members, there are so many other numbers. Don't worry if you have not participated in this. I'm going to put another number and you do. So each number you do, we need to do together for others who did not contribute. So now most of you were saying they multiplied 800 times 5, which is correct. So here is 5 times 0. We have 0. Any number you multiply by 0 is 0. So 5 times 0 also here we have 0. Then here is 5 times 8. Most of you are saying 5 times 8 equals to 40. So if you get 40 like this, it means you begin writing 0 first. Since you don't have any number you're multiplying by 5 after 8, you just bring your 4 down here so that you get the total cost of 5 rulers to be 4,000 shilling. That is the total cost of 5 rulers. So in this case, you are supposed to say, therefore, in this case, you are supposed to say, therefore, 5 rulers, can say 5 rulers cost shilling 4,000. So that is what you are supposed to do. Okay, so that is how you get the cost of 5 rulers. You multiply. So members, that has been number 1, your trial question number 1. Let's go to trial question number 2. Okay, members. So this is our number. This is our number 2. This is our number 2. Can I ask Jolie to read for others? Jolie, can you read number 2? Jolie?
Yes, teacher.
Read number 2.
A chair costs 2,000 shilling. 20,000 shillings. A chair costs 20,000 shillings. Find the cost of 3 similar chairs.
Very good, Jolie. So members, it is still your trial number. It is still your number, not mine. So do that number and then maybe I add you one more and we end there. Okay, members, do that. Please, when I pick you to give the response, when I pick you to give the answer, take us through how you have done it. Don't just tell us in short form. Take us through how you have got the answer. That is the main thing I want from you. Is there anyone who is ready? Okay, let me see if someone is ready. Some of you, you leave your arms up and then, okay. Okay. So let me see. Those ones, they are those ones whose arms are up throughout. They don't want to put down their arms. Your arms are up throughout. But let me pick some few people. Let me pick some few people here to answer. Let me try Agaba. Agaba, have you finished? Agaba, Mark, have you finished?
Yes.
Okay, take us through what you have done for number 2.
3 times 0 equals 0. 3 times 0 equals 0. 3 times 0 equals 0. Then also 3 times 0 equals 0. Then 3 times 2 equals 6. Equals 6.
Okay, but you need to, so yes, you have multiplied it very well. So how much money is that? How much money have you got?
60,000 shillings.
60,000 shillings. Very good, Agaba. Okay, but I told you that once you are working out in the classroom, once you're working out a question, you need to take us through that. Maybe the question is telling us that one chair is this. We want the cost of 3, and this is what we are going to do. This is what I expect you to be telling the group, to be telling others. So let's try to pick Pats Maria. Pats Maria, can you take us through also what you have done? Maria, please.
Yes. 0 times 3 is equal to 0. 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 3 times 2 is equal to 6.
Okay. Okay, thank you. How much money is that in total?
It is 60,000 shillings.
For how many chairs?
Sure, for 3 chairs.
Very good. Okay, how about McKenna? McKenna, how did you do yours?
Yeah, thank you.
McKenna, how did you do yours?
I got 200 shillings times 0 times 3.
That is not 200 shillings. Check that amount properly. What is that amount of money?
0 times 3.
You wait for McKenna to do, and then you will do it also.
Okay.
Okay, McKenna network. Okay, you can do it also. Okay, my boy, can you do it? Okay, so
20,000 shillings.
Okay, network, please. Gloria, can we hear from you? Dorcas and Gloria, can you explain? Dorcas and Gloria?
Times 3 is 0.
Yes, teacher.
0 times 3.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Dorcas, can you, I think network was disturbing McKenna. Dorcas and Gloria, can you take us through what you have done, and we go to the next?
One chair costs 20,000 shillings. 3 chairs cost 20,000 shillings times 3. 0 times 3 equals 0. 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 3 times 2. 3 times 2 equals 6. 3 chairs cost 60,000 shillings.
Okay, thank you, Gloria and Dorcas. I think that is, learners, this is what I expected you. This is what I expected you to do. When I ask you to answer the question, don't begin climbing a tree from up. We begin climbing the tree from down. So when you begin telling me the answer from up there, how will we know how you have reached the answer? So in this case, you are supposed to tell us that the question is saying one chair costs, you can add that as 20,000 shilling. So how about 3 chairs? 3 chairs is 20,000 shilling times 3. So in this case, now you come to your side work. If you have written it horizontally like that, So you come and say, okay, here I have 20,000 shilling, 20,000 shilling, 20,000 shilling, 20,000 shilling. Okay, then you multiply it by 3. This is what you have been doing. To get the cost of 3 chairs, we shall multiply 3 times 20,000 shilling. So you have 3 times 0, which you get here 0. Then also you have 3 times 0, which you get here 0. You need to know how many zeros are there. 3 times 0. You need to know which place value have you reached so far. Now we have gone to the 3rd one. Now we are going to the 4th. 3 times 0, we get here 0. Then 3 times 2, we get here 6. So this amount of money for 3 chairs is 60,000 shilling. The amount of money for 3 chairs is 60,000 shilling. So that is what you can say. That is what you can say. If you want to say therefore, you can also say, therefore in short form here, you can say therefore, then you can write this, the statement that you are writing. Therefore, 3 chairs cost shilling 60,000 shilling. So this is how you are supposed to do the work. So this is how you are supposed to do the work. So learners, this has been a lesson, but already I have this number which I want to leave it with you. I have this number which I want to leave it with you. Which way is the number? Number, where are you? Okay. And then the rest of the numbers you are going to find in your assignment. Under your assignment, you are going to find there. So that's the last number. I want you to look at it carefully. Angel, can you read the last number? Lucky, can you read the last number? Lucky, Rachel.
If 1 kilogram of beans cost 3,000 shillings, find the cost of 9 kilograms of beans at the same rate.
Very good. Thank you. How about Angel, Najembe? Can you also read? Angel, you read. I think you can unmute. You see what you are talking about. Nakato and Waiswa. Can you read, Nakato?
Teacher.
Yes.
Teacher. Teacher.
Yes, please.
If kilo of beans costs 3 shillings 1,000, find the cost of 9 kilos of beans at the same rate.
At the same rate. Very good. So if 1 kilogram of beans, yes, we have heard you very well. Yes, Nakato, we have heard you very well. Nakata and Waisa. Okay, so members, that is what you can do. And the most of the work, most of the numbers you are going to find in your classroom. The work you are going to find in your classroom. Yeah, otherwise, learners, if you have any question, you can ask. If you have any question, you can ask. For now, that is where we are going to end. We have been looking at buying and selling involving multiplication. And now, my learners, I know you are able to multiply properly to get your total cost. Let's hear from this one. Whose hands are up if they have a question? Ruth, do you have any question? Ruth Ankonda? Okay. How about Dennis? Sivumbi, Dennis? Do you have any question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, learners, I think most of you do not have questions. This trial number, you can copy it in your book when you go to the Google Classroom. You will copy the examples, then you also try these numbers since we have also worked out. Then in your assignment, you are going to find their numbers that you are going to do. So otherwise, thank you so much for being good learners. From me, I can say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Teacher.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, thank you. So let me ask my yes, yes.
Bye.
Yes, Eric. Do you want to say something? Yes, please. Yes, Eric. Hello, Eric. Eric, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, should I put you
Yes,
the
I can hear. I am saying first.
Eric, your network.
End the live stream, then after you end that. Have you heard?
Okay, let me end the live
I'm saying
stream.
you can end.
Okay.